My dear child, divine miracles are unfolding in your life and you fully surrender to the path Source is opening for you. When you least expect it, you will meet new people and doors will open that propel you into a higher vibrational state of living. You upgraded your internal frequency, and it is by universal law that your external reality will now respond to this elevated inner frequency. Know that it will continue to get better despite the challenges. You have nothing to worry about or fear. Everything is happening in divine order for your highest good. It might not make sense right now, but you will soon see all of your hard work and inner growth pay off. You have no need to force anything. Be authentic and let things happen organically. So, my child, know that the universe has been answering you all of your life, but you cannot receive the answer unless you are aware. Be aware of everything around you because you are receiving the answer to your questions in every moment of the day. The channels those answers come through are unlimited. They could be delivered in the form of a newspaper headline that attracts your attention, or overhearing someone speaking, or a song on the radio, or receiving a sudden inspiration. Remember to be aware. It is not your job to think about how everyone is writing your story. It is your job to dream, and it is your job to pursue what you love. Even if only a tiny speck of it exists in feeling, it is your job to risk what you would for your life and not what everyone else demands because it makes them millions. Your biggest task is living the life you create. Take responsibility for it, show up for it, bleed for it, sacrifice for it, and enjoy it to the fullest. Don't make what others count as a good life an excuse for what you want. And if you truly enjoy doing things that might seem less interesting in society, embrace it. Go to the place that demands the least work for your happiness. Life is short and today is all you can focus on, so make each moment count. And do it with pride. Be brave, find the courage to set sail on what matters to you and for you. Because if you don't live your life, then maybe someone else will, and maybe you will see that someone and wish you would done it too. Don't wait, start chasing. So my child, know that. Before you give up, figure out if you need more patience, persistence, or preparation. Use patience to see your efforts and progress despite the pace. Stay persistent and present despite what shows up. Focus on the possibilities and keep preparing to receive more. Your dreams are important, you are important. Don't quit on them now. Today, find what you need to keep moving forward to what you want most, and you have got this. Your progress will be challenged when you hold on to limiting belief about what you deserve. Instead of focusing on problems, reconnect with your infinite possibilities. Life became easier when you trust the process that produces your abundance. Start by accepting that you are destined for more than you can currently perceive. Everything you need to thrive is already within you. Believe in your power of creation. So, my child, know that. Bet on yourself just because you feel lost, uncertain, and overwhelmed by a goal or higher vision now does not mean that you don't have what it takes to figure it out. Yes, you will probably make mistakes and take a wrong turns here and there, but that is the nature of growth. That is how you learn, and that is how you gain direction and clarity. So don't expect speed and perfection along a path that you have never traveled. That is not fair to you. Instead, keep trusting and applying the knowledge, skills, and persistence you have and acquired. With time and consistency, a reality that once seemed out of reach for you will become your actuality. It matters more than you realize that you consistently choose to meditate, align your energy, continue healing, and choose action aligned with love, forgiveness, and compassion. These are the choices made in the quiet of your heart, and they are not always easy to make. These are the choices most people will never see, but they will feel it when they feel safe in your presence. And you will feel it as you rest your head at night, at peace with who you are. Just know that the whole universe is grateful for your efforts. Don't worry, you don't need to get it right all the time. Your willingness to learn your lesson and grow is what matters. And remember, as you shift within, we all shift, so thank you. My child, know that. Why do you feel powerless? Why what you are living is not something that big as you think it be? It is became like a habituated trauma that you have been living with. It's like you are considering yourself to be powerless, is what I pick, and this is all in the mind. You have all the power to rise up. This is a lot certain energy which needs fight, and this is nothing but a fight with yourself. Know that a sense of motivation and inspiration around you, which is pushing you to do something different in life. You are misunderstanding or underestimating the strength that you have, and there is no fear associated to this situation here. You can trust yourself completely and know this that you can pull it off. It is a time for a shift and change, and it is calling you to act differently or think differently. Stop overthinking and complicating your life. Just keep taking the steps that the universe is asking you to take. This path is meant for you, which is why it has come your way. Flow with what the universe is offering. Only then will you get to the place where you are meant to be. Believe in your own power and sail on this path. My child, know that. Sometimes you need to focus on the small battles first, like peeling off your duet in the morning and getting out of bed. Like unwrapping the tangled mess of your hair, picking up the brush and getting rid of one knot at a time, like going to the grocery store to grab some fresh groceries and making breakfast, lunch, or dinner for yourself. Like switching the lights off and letting a candle flame flicker soft radiance into the room, like putting your clothes in the laundry and getting in the shower without the thickness in your throat that pushes you to cry as the water streams down your face. Sometimes you need to ignore other people's progress and focus on your own steps, like meeting up with a friend over coffee and making plans for dinner, like applying to a new job that you look forward to or leaving your current one, like smiling at your reflection in the mirror and getting dressed each morning even if you would not step out. Like stepping out anyway for a walk to get some fresh air, to browse through the sleaze of shops and visit cafes that used to make you happy, and like letting yourself mold back into your previous life, but as a new person with a new perspective. My child, know that. Instead of trying to forget things, what if you allow yourself to cherish the good parts of what was and perhaps even accept the bad things? Surprising emotions and memories does not necessarily make them go away. The pain might go away temporarily, but every time the memory is triggered will relieve it even more intensely. In any breakup or hardships, it is easy to remember about the bad things and to throw away everything linked to those events, but instead try to keep whatever you cherish. And try to remember the happiness you felt, the good times, and be thankful for what they all taught you. This message tonight encourages you to look at your memories with new eye, not to be afraid of looking at the feelings that might come up for you around certain memories and see. If you can see them in a different light to give them positive meanings, it's time to stop hiding and trying to forget the things that have been only because they might have pain attached to them. It's time to open your eyes and see your memories for what they truly are and rewrite the meaning and purpose of them so you can move on with them and stop them from causing more pain. There may be challenges in your situation that you don't know what to expect next. This will entice fear and doubts, preventing you from looking at it positively. Fear can trigger old past wounds, automatically stealing your joy and allowing negative energy into your life. This message is bringing you message that changes are coming and they are for the positive. Sometimes it does not seem positive at the beginning and it is for your highest good. When you start to accept what is happening, it will manifest new beginnings in your life. Release and surrender, then watch how positive changes and blessings will start to flourish in your life. So, my child, know that. To listen to your intuition, start by creating a quiet and comfortable space for reflection. Practice relaxation techniques such as deep breathing and meditation to clear mental clutter. Reflect on past intuitive experiences to build trust in your inner guidance. Keep a journal to record thoughts and feelings, identifying any physical sensation associated with intuitive insights. Stay present with mindfulness exercise and ask specific questions that invite simple, immediate responses. Utilize guided visualization and trust your initial reactions when faced with decision. Stay open-minded to receiving intuitive messages through various channels, including dreams and symbols. Regularly practice connecting with your inner self and seek solitude to minimize external distraction. Act on your intuition by taking small steps and reflect on the outcomes to refine your intuitive abilities over time. Developing a strong connection with your intuition is a gradual process that requires patience and self awareness. There is an inherent wisdom within each of us, a silent guide known as intuition. It does not explain but simply points the way towards the path that aligns with our true selves. Take the time to reflect, meditate, or engage in activities that quiet the noise of the external world, allowing the soft whisper of intuition to rise to the surface. While rationally employs logic and reasoning, intuition draws from a deeper well, one that is attuned to emotion, gut feelings, and a broader understanding that transcends the limitation of oligarchic information. Trust your intuition. So, my child, know that. Arise and shine. What a beautiful call to action. Arise, shine. Can you picture brilliant light pouring in thought? An arched window as these two commands are given. Can you sense that there is something important, something life changing about to take place? God is calling you to get up as from a sitting position to awaken to move upward to new life. You may feel beaten down and depressed by your circumstances. But He has a specific purpose for your life, and it is time for you to arise. The light has come, and you are to be a light bearer. The light bearer leads by example, serving as a role model and inspiration to others, acting to share the light. This is your call to action. This is your mission. Arise and shine. Arise, shine, for your light has come, and the glory of the Lord rises upon you. A God is still in the business of giving people 11th hour miracles. Whatever it is you are dealing with, God can activate an 11th hour miracle. This is how God does things, my friend. If you have the vision, He has the power and the resources. His timing is not always your timing, but you can listen, trust, and remember that he is calling you to do great things in Jesus' name. Sleep good tonight, let the stress go and the blessings flow. God's got a plan at any moment. God can shift you from waiting on it to walking in it. God has 1,000 ways to turn your situation around in a way that you would have never even thought of or imagined. Just because you don't see a way does not mean God does not have a way. My child, know that. It just takes one small step in the right direction to profoundly change your life forever. One small moment of courage can show you that your fears were never as scary as you once believed. So, one tiny spark of hope can set in motion the beginning of something extraordinary. Your life is not defined solely by the bold jumps and daring leaps. Sometimes it is the small moments of courage, the things that nobody sees, that can make the biggest impact on your future. Take one small step today, take one more small step tomorrow. Show up for yourself even when nobody is watching, even when it is not easy. Even when you have no reassurance that you will succeed, follow your authentic path, honor the pull in your heart, guiding you forward, and trust that your hard work is paying off in ways you can't yet see. This year, we are going from that striving to prove we deserve to be chosen and instead being careful about who we choose. This year, we are going from trying to prove something to others to a shift in proving what we need to ourselves, from outward validation to looking inward at the reason why. This year, we are going from wanting people to understand our side of things to watching closely at those who don't care to and believe lies. This year, we are asking ourselves the tough question and being honest about our answer. Do I like who I have been? Am I proud of who I am being? And what can I do right now to be my best? This year, we acknowledge what we have been and look forward to our becoming. The hard truth is that we are often softened and deepened by the moments life does not turn out the way we anticipated, the way we hope, and the way we plan. The truth is that we learn more from what we do not receive than what we do. The truth is that the contrast makes us more whole than we were before. The heaviness sensitizations us in such a way that we come to comprehend the light. The valley in our lives can either be a waiting room, a suffering, or a preparation period. We get to choose what we do with defeat. We get to decide whether or not what hurts will simply burden and then jets us or if it will catalyze us. If we will alchemize a sometimes brutal reality into an appreciation of our temporary, stinging, gorgeous, fleeting, subtle, confusing, perfect, chaotic, ecstatic time alive. What allies us give us a chance to better understand and empathize with what it really means to be human. And though none of us will ever meet a day in which the pain is dissolved forever, we can arrive at one where the easy arises more often, where we channel what hurts into what heals, where we became more of who we intend to be and not less, where we are not disordered by what has not gone our way, but inspired by the spirit inside us, still fighting, still nudging, still pushing us to realize there is so much more than this, and there is so much more to see. So, dear souls, know that something major is about to happen. You will experience God. You will recognize the source of all beings. God or the divine source is not a living being, not a thing or idea, but an experience. Something that pervades and changes you. Everything is in God. Everything you can see, all of creation is within the divine source. At times, you may feel disconnected, but God is flowing through you at each and every moment. God, the divine source, or the term you prefer to use, is within you and around you. Enter the temple of truth that lies within your heart and call to God there. The time has come. Seek out the silence that you need for this and be ready. Search for your truth, but not in the outside world. It can only be found in your own heart. Open yourself to understanding that truth is entirely individual. Everyone has their own truth, which is good since everyone feels and sees things in their own way. Everyone has the right to his or her own truth and should be wise and generous enough to respect and tolerate that of others. Start to value your own truth. Set out on the journey of experiencing yourself. Be brave. You have been ready for a long time. Recognize that it is your mission to be happy and to experience new things. For you, there is only one temple of truth, and you will find it inside you. Deep in your heart is where you will find all the answers that prompted your questions. Now, read the previous sentence again and take it to heart, but focus on it and understand it with your mind as well. This rise is accomplished by affirming that we are already that which we want to be, by assuming the feeling of the wish fulfilled. The drama of life is a psychological one which we bring to pass by our attitudes rather than by our acts. There is no escape from our present predicament except by a radical psychological transformation. Everything depends upon our attitude towards ourselves. That which we will not affirm as true of ourselves will not develop in our lives. So, dear child, know that we have all heard the saying, no pain, no gain. But that is only true sometimes. Here is why you can have lots of pain and no life change, or no pain and lots of life change. Pain is not essential to being transformed, but it can awaken us to the vision of God and His purpose for us, which is essential. Perhaps you are overwhelmed by your responsibilities and feel you just can't deal with certain problems, so you stay busy and try to stay positive. But if you keep repressing emotion or getting distracted from dealing with your problems, they will only get worse. Over time, pain will put increasing pressure on you to make a changes. But what if I told you there is another way? Vision can pull us to become a better and healthier person. Much of the pain we experience in life could be avoided or lessened if only we would catch God's vision for our life and take care to implement it. It does not make God happy for us to suffer. Much of our suffering is because we live in a fallen world and we are afflicted by Satan. The Lord would prefer to help us grow without having to experience lots of pain. The vision to be with Jesus and became like him who us into an increasingly wonderful life with God, or we can wait until pain screams at us and pushes us to get the help we need. But if we let God's vision pull us, we will enter into the easy yoke life in Christ, and over time it solves all our problems because our only real problem is wandering away from God's unfalling love. From taking time to recharge to slowing things down and savoring what gives you pleasure, we now enter into tapping into our intuitive capabilities a little bit more. So, when you do take some time out, you can start listening to your body and the messages given. You start to really trust the intuition and are more likely to recognize it for what it is. The key is to not only listen but to start acting on those intuitive messages. What are you guided to do today? Follow and see where it takes you, for you never know. There could be a rather pleasant surprise waiting. My child, know that. The new year is just another moment of existence in our extraordinary lives that we have been blessed with. The new year is a reminder of how far we have come and how much further we must go. It is a reminder of our strength to face all the battles we have had until now and the grace with which we hold our head high, no matter the outcome of those events. The new year is a reminder of our unwillingness to give up, of our unwavering willpower, of our courage to get up each morning even when it is hard to, even when we don't feel like it. Even when pain hangs in the air like a thick grey cloud, making it difficult to breathe, making it difficult to move on, to let go, but still we try, still we choose to face one more day, one more morning, tinged with the hangover of the past that hammers inside our head still. We decide to keep going, to keep moving, to leave it all behind and welcome another new day, to welcome another new moment where we can do life all over again. One day you will learn to make peace with your past, thinking about what happened might cause you discomfort, but it will no longer cause you pain. So you will come so far from what happened and who you were that a part of you will cherish the lesson you learn along the way. Perhaps you will even be grateful for the experience because of what it taught you and how much it allowed you to grow. One day you will reach a point where your hurt will no longer hurt and reach painful experience will be a distant memory fading far away into the past, and you will think about the present and be grateful for a future. Over here, you will find countless reasons to love and to live. Over here, you will find peace and contentment. Over here, you will find the seeds to your happiness and new path towards your dreams. And over here, you will finally find yourself. I want you to know how proud I am of you after this year. In a year that might have brought you to your knee and blurred your vision, with tears, you still show up. You show up doing your best, being your best, and trying your hardest despite everything. And I bet no one know what you were dealing with or going through. And I am sorry that you had to go through what you did. My only hope and prayer for you is things get better soon and the next year brings with it less pain, fewer tears, more laughter, and a love that fills you in every way that feels a little empty right now. So, my child, know that. The Impress cards symbolize birthing of a new idea, business, or project in your life, encouraging you to use your imagination and creativity to create the opportunity for financial growth and abundance in your life. And you have been growing ideas for a while, and now is the time to bring forth those projects. Connect with the beauty of nature, be a part of it truly in your heart. Listen to what Mother Earth has to say to you. Use your mind, body, and spirit to create a solid foundation that you can build and create something lasting and valuable that could even pay off financially. You may have mastered your craft and possibly could be thinking of a collaboration with others on your envisioned goal. So, whatever you are doing at the moment, you are likely to be giving it 100%, and this is a time of steady progress and growth. My child, know that your spirituality is an essential part of who you are and it forms the framework of your world. Music resonates with the human spirit, and at the heart of humanity is the song of the soul. Music has the power to unite communities, culture, and civilization. Listening to music can heal, hearten, and support your soul. Listening to music can help heal and uplift your energy. You may find that by turning into uplifting or calming music, you create space for greater contemplation and in turn gain more clarity about what you are creating in your life. So, it can also bring about a stronger connection to your higher self or to oneness. Ganesha is inviting you to incorporate music into your life in a way that will augment your spiritual expansion. Move away from the noise of excessive electronics and digital images and back to a more melodic existence. Take time to sit and listen to music. So, doing this can shift your energy to a clear and more receptive state. You have the ability to manifest prosperity into your daily life. Ganesha asks that you work on integrating and accepting the spiritual truth that you create your own reality. You are responsible for creating and generating your success. It is your divine right to do so. Abundance is more than a job or having money, and it is an attitude. It's about living with appreciation and gratitude daily for all the blessings that are bestowed on your life. It is not easy to forget or neglect the gifts that you receive day after day from the universe, the divine, the source, and the creator. One of your promised gift is your divine ability to generate the success you want in life by using your spiritual talents. So these are abilities that are initiate within you. You were born with them. They could include writing, speaking, and creative expression or business ability. So utilize your gifts. You are being given an opportunity to notice and develop them and begin offering them to the world. You might like to start writing a prosperity journal. This is an abundance card. Ganesha is finding you that you have everything you need now. It is time to claim your abundance. So, my child, know that. Dive deep into the core of your emotional world where a spatial alchemy lies hidden. Surrender completely to the magic of your feelings and discover deep within you an irrepressible creative light that is ready to create beauty. The time has come to take control of your emotions but without building walls or imposing limitations. Bring calm and serenity to your innermost feelings so that you can find and make use of the magic that lies within. Once you have brought calm into this world and mastered it, allow your feelings to govern your soul path. Sense this path and feel it, then follow it as it is the path of your heart, the path of your pure feelings. Surrender completely to life and to the creativity deep within you. Use your imagination, be expressive, dance and sing, laugh and play. The path of the soul is the path of the heart too. It lies in a dimension that our minds are unable to comprehend. So recognize disappear as an opportunity within it. You will find the gift of awakening hidden in the darkest of nights, in the greatest depth of disappear and disappearation lies the gift of awakening. Do not pass judgment on it or denounce it as a bad or dreadful moment in your life. Instead, use this time with all its darkness as a spur to action. Make use of every low in your life to create a new beginning. So, powerful emotions contain the most powerful magic. Use them for ritual, celebrate them, commit yourself to them, and develop from the innermost strength a great light and inner supernova. Use this transform power to create something you desire, something new, or even bold or daring. These times are perfect for creating a new, wonderful future. This message leads to one of your darkest places. Remember it, or you might be in the middle of such a place right now. It is painful, of course, but this pain comes to you as a friend. It will make you wiser, more awake, more aware. Learn from it. Do not neglect this opportunity to recognize something great that lies hidden behind all the despair and drama. So, my child, know that you will not find a love that is perfect, but you will find a love that is real. You will not find a love that is perfect, but you will find a love that reminds you that goodness exists. This love, it will inject honey into the soul of you. It will feel like warm has cracked within your bones, and you will see how it learns you and fights for you and stays to weather the storms by your side. You will be reminded that there is a connection in a world that often chooses distance over depth. You will be reminded that there is hope to be found pouring from the fingertips of another human being. Tucked between the layers of the things you have yet to discover about them. No, you will not find a love that is perfect, but you will find a love that is light, that is not heavy to carry. So that does not weigh down the core of you. You will finally understand that love was always meant to be soft, that it was always meant to be tender. No, you will not find a love that is perfect, but you will find a love that reminds you just how worthy you always were. This love, it will show you that you were never asking for too much, that the way you sent your heart to war for other human being was not foolish, that the way you were incapable of loving in half was not wrong. This love, it will show you that it was always okay to be the kind of person who loved in a way that was full and nourished and hopeful all over. That it was always okay to be the kind of person who could never shy away from their hurt. This love, it will make up for all of the times you were asked to slaughter your instincts, all of the time you try to break yourself down just to comfort or impress someone who was not meant for you. This love, it will show you that you were always worthy of it, that you always deserve to be seen and understand, you always deserve to be held and care for the way you held and care for all that come before it. This love will teach you that you were never too much, you were always enough. You were always enough. So, my child, know that you are good enough for people the way you are. You are loved and worthy of being loved closely, and you are loved closely. You don't need to a lover to survive. You would not be lonely forever. Someone out there needs your heart to hold forever. You are good enough to be wanted in every way, and you are wanted. You don't have to be society's ideal look or have a certain body to be loved. I'm not saying this because I have to. I mean it, and you are beautiful. You are beautiful because you have a soul no other has. Your soul has purpose no other has. Take care of yourself where you are right now. This season of waiting is just that, a season, and may you be patient in all things. You are not your mistakes, you are the lesson you choose to learn through them. Keyword choose, it is a choice to look for a lesson within every mistake, and there is always one or a turn. Everything is going to be fine, and you will find happiness, comfort, and contentment in your life. I know you are looking, but keep looking. So, if they are continuously hurting you, it is time to walk away. Don't try to heal your bleeding hands before they are ready. You will know when it's time to begin healing. You will know when you have healed. Don't give up. The space you hold would not be the same without you. This is the truth. You are desperately needed. I don't think you are numbing or hiding from your past when emotionally you need a break from it. Trust your heart's timing. Trust you're not alone. You can do it. You are strong and you are capable. Be brave and be bold. You are going to figure your life out. You don't have to figure your life out now. Rest up, you are not broken even when you feel you are breaking. You are coming together into all of who you have been made to be. If you are too hard on yourself, be more gentle. Start with I'm sorry. At the end of the day, you are a human being and no human being has it all together. You really are doing better than you may feel you are. So I don't know you, but I'm so proud of you. Above all, hold hope. Hope is evident everywhere. You found these words when you needed to. So, dear someone, I was the one he was supposed to dance with, sing loudly in his backseat while we looked into each other's eyes with unsaid promises. Yet he chose her, he chose someone whom he would know for 3 weeks over me. Sometimes it makes perfect sense that he chose her. I mean, she is prettier, funnier, she has a kind heart and her smile. I could swear that her smile would light up the entire world, or at least his world when he had no one. I was his first option, and when he had others. I was never in the picture. Sometimes I really think I will never be enough. It's been 5 weeks and it's hard to look at him as she is wrapped around his arm. It's like all the love was just a lie. I don't wish I was her. I just wish I was the one he truly loved. I don't know why it was so easy for him to move on too fast. He was the first person to make me feel beautiful for the longest time. I felt pretty, but what was in it hurt that everything in me was not enough to make him stay. Sometimes I wish I never gave him a chance, but since he is been gone, something has always been missing. So, like it was easy, he replaced every single thing that reminded him of me. She laughs at his jokes, she hugs him wholly. She looks at him as if he was her entire sky. And when my eyes meet his, my entire inside scream because it hurts to watch him love someone else when 2 months back I was the one he wanted. I guess I am just too easy to replace. Maybe when we meet again, you will remember how it feels to miss someone wholly. You will find that it is not easy to let anyone go, especially when you love them so much. But then I think to myself, maybe when we meet again, you would not remember the things that used to make me laugh. You would not remember the songs we used to sing. When our hearts were filled with hope and love when we meet again, you would not remember how many times I begged you to stay. You would not know the things that made me stay awake at night thinking how you would be. So when we meet again, I will remind you of how you left. I will remind you of the moments that you filled my heart with pain. I will remind you of the nights that felt endless. Maybe I will also remind you of the times we stayed till date talking about things that filled our lungs with life. When your eyes meet mine again, I hope you will remember how you broke me. How it felt to leave someone who had loved you for ages, and so when you will wish to come back, you would not find me where you left me. I would not welcome you with wilted roses and a broken smile. When you will wish to come back, I would not be where you left me. I will no longer be the girl you broke. I would not be in someone else's arm because I would have learned how to be whole all by myself without needing someone to complete me. So today is a day to let your creative juices flow. There are so many ideas to explore and things to bring into creation, and the energies are good to tap into that side of you and let your creativity flourish. For those who have been or are going through a tough time, being creative can be a positive way to channel all that you are feeling and experiencing. There is a reason why there are such things as music therapy and art therapy, for example. It is because letting things out in your creativity is therapeutic and it helps. For those where life feels good or at least okay, there is something you have that you are ready to shine outwards to the world. So allow that to shine. Take those steps to allow your creations to be out there for all to see and appreciate. Even if it feels like others are already doing something similar, they are not you, and you will have your own unique offering which may appeal to others who are not band reached by what is already out there. So, my child, know that. Having been through a tough time, you get to a stage where you pick yourself back up, you recover, and hopefully, you have picked up on some valuable lesson from the experiences. You have gained wisdom from what you have been through, and you know what you need to differently so that now you can go forth and practice what you have learned. You are in the pursuit of learning more, especially about life and about spirituality, and trying to find your place in the world. You are searching various things and asking yourself whether things resonate for you. So, asking yourself deeper questions and gathering as many facts as possible to help you decide on whether you are receiving truth from what you are seeing and reading. A lot of critical thinking is taking place as you want to get to the truth about the world around you and about your purpose here on earth. But there comes a time when you have to decide what path you take next. So, do you stay where you are with what you know and pretend you have not uncovered what you have, or do you do something about this? Are you going to do something that could change your whole life and also make a change in the world? One thing for certain is once you awaken, it is hard to go back to the sleep because what you know always nags at you and you can distract for a while, but it is still there. So, that voice telling you to do something about it, you can't unknow what you know. You have asked so many questions about yourself and your life, and have asked yourself deep questions about what is it you want to be able to say you did with your life. You want to make a valuable contribution, and you may even feel that you have wasted so much time. No, there is still time to do this, even if you are in your later years in life. You are needing to be brave and overcome your lower nature, overcome the beast within that prevents you from standing in your full power as divine masculine. So, my child, know that. Probably for most, this teaching was drilled into you in your early year as a Christian, and the hurt behind this is good, but usually it ends up putting pressure and guilt on people. The disciplines for life in Christ are not what is important. In fact, if we are not careful, they will turn into legalism, pride, guilt, and excitement that ends in defeat. The problems in Christian circles today is that we measure ourselves by our Bible reading program, how much we pray, our church participation, if we are spending enough time in solitude, and so on. These are great things to do, but we need to remember that they don't earn us anything. Spiritual disciplines are not a matter of righteousness. They don't set aside our need for grace, they are medicine for the spiritually sick. They are not tricks for a better life, they are means of grace. Simply put, spiritual discipline help us to be with Jesus in order to become like him. What is most important is not the discipline itself, it is the spirit or attitude in which we do them. In other words, why are we doing an exercise? Having a vision for our devotion time is the best motivator. If we are delighting in the Lord, then we would not make the mistake of being heroic with discipline, nor will we make the opposite mistake of being passive. Instead, we will focus on our need for God's grace and do what God leads us to do. As a student of Jesus, training with Him to grow in godliness. My child, know that process, and this is a part of the process. You always know that this process is a shake up, and I see someone talking and trying have a negotiation, but this is a not being accepted. So this point is why that softness to of asking is not freedom, your right to leave, and after doing so much, this should not be an ask, it should be more like an order. Why are you underplaying yourself? This will happen for sure. A massive karmic situation coming to end. You have the support of your guides and the angelic realms. So don't be afraid. Nobody can harm you this time around because you have done the work that was required. So you also have to see through illusions, my love, the emotions that you probably are giving so much value to thinking there is so care for you is not the truth. This is more to trap things around. Release this karmic situation from your life, my loves. Maybe you did not even know that this situation was and always be karmic. It does not have to be extremely heavy. It is just not something that serves you any longer. Just remember not to give up since the universe is supporting you in this process. Remember, this is a part of the process towards freedom. So, my child, know that it's time to embrace the King of Pentacles energy. He is generous and know that he needs to have a positive relationship with money to attract more success. He sees the world as a place of abundance and feels financially free. Let go of lack and embrace the resource around you with confidence that more doors are going to open. Generosity is going to raise your vibration to let more positivity in which attracts more opportunities for wealth and abundance. The Knight of Swords is precise and fast moving. He is focused on determined. When you embrace the abundant and generous energy of the and balance it with the determination and mental agility of the cause, you became a force of unstoppable power and you are encouraged to learn from past mistakes while remaining focused on where you are right now. So don't live in the past but take what you experience and be logical about it. You are ready for a new wave of momentum. So things are getting better fast. This combination reminds us that what is stopping us from being truly happy often is something we put upon ourselves. The devil reminds you to look at your mindset and observe any situations which are holding you back. Happiness is your birthright and you deserve to live a life you love. Before Capricorn season is over, something might make a wish come true. The best way to change your circumstances is to face reality. This means no avoiding your feelings, procrastinating from what you know needs doing, no more indulging in unhealthy habits. Let's all commit to getting back on track so that we can achieve what we desire. Remember that happiness comes from the simple joy, the everyday experiences, and being present in every moment. If you are facing difficulty, then lean into the Ten of Cups energy and embrace optimism. A difficult situation is ending, and moments of stress will be replaced by feeling of joy. Self care looks different for everyone, and I used to think it meant indulging in whatever I wanted by cheating on my goals. It was not long before I realized these little traits stacked up until they completely derailed my direction or reinstall bad habits I would broken. Recently, a friend shared something with me. She said that when her circle pushed her to join them for happy hour or joke about her decision to skip dessert, she noticed feeling of shame or even embarrassment creeping up and challenging her motives of becoming healthier. Their snaky comments implied she was no fun or too uptight for passing on those options. Eventually, she learned that genuinely self care requires making responsible choices aligned with what is important to her, not poor decisions driven by social pressure. Cravings or short term pleasure, saying I'm not drinking or turning down some extra sugar, did not make her boring. It is a declaration of her priorities. It is how she claims victory over her battles, decisions at a time. It is also an opportunity to set a boundary that's honor her direction in life and makes it clear there would not be expectations. The simple fact is that approval should not cause self-neglect. No one knows what is best for her and the way she does. So, The next time you decide not to drink, order dessert, or leave the party early, don't let others make you feel lame. Recognize those decisions as profound acts of self love and care. No different than choosing nutritious foods, enjoying movement, getting adequate sleep, or engaging in meaningful relationships. All those things, just quick fixes, are what you need to feel whole. Type yes if you have faith and trust in God, and if you want your all wishes come true, type amen.